welcome to the podcast. I am super excited to share today's episode with you. It is our midweek beauty news episode with Hollie K. Hollie has awesome content in store for you today. But before we get to that, make sure that you are subscribed to the Business Beauty Network podcast wherever you're listening. Also share it. Sharing is caring. If you know someone who would benefit from this awesome content, please share as well. You can connect with Hollie and I on Instagram. Tag us in the stories with your favorite episode at I am Brandy Taylor or Hollie K is _Hollie K. I will have all of that information in the show notes. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. You can check out the midweek beauty news episode live right now on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube at Biz Beauty Network. In honor of Black History Month, I have a quote for you today. Believe in yourself and learn. Never stop wanting to build a better world. Mary McLeod Bethune. Here is the midweek beauty news episode with Hollie K, where we talk everything beauty, fashion, and trends.
Hey y'all, this is Midweek Beauty News with Hollie K, where we cover beauty, fashion, and trends. The month of February is Black History Month, although I celebrate Black History 365. My episodes this month are going to be all Black everything, so let's go. I want to start off by celebrating the Lip Bar. They are celebrating 10 years of being in business this year. Their CEO and founder, Melissa R. Butler, started this product line in her home, in her kitchen, creating lip products. And if you're familiar with the brand, they have expanded to so much more than lip products now. They now have concealers, foundation, face powders, eyeshadow palettes, brushes, and they continue to create and come out with more amazing products. To celebrate their 10 years of being in business, they are going to have an exclusive 10-year anniversary box set that's available at Target. Now, this box set includes one of their coveted red lip products, as well as the lip liner that complements that. So if you've never given it a try, I don't know what you're waiting on, but now would be the perfect time to do that when that box set does come out, as well as trying some of their other products that they have. Their products can be found not only on their website, but also available in Target as well as Walmart, and that's just to name some of their retailers. Another brand that I want to shout out is Mented Cosmetics. Mented Cosmetics was founded by KJ Miller and Amanda E. Johnson, and they were kind of talking about what they wanted to see in the beauty industry, specifically when it came to finding that perfect nude lipstick. And if you've ever dealt with that struggle, finding like the perfect nude is similar to how people have difficulty finding the perfect red lipstick. But finding the perfect nude as a person of color can be a challenge. They felt like every woman should be able to see themselves in the products that are available in the beauty industry. So they have created some amazing nude lipsticks that are great for women, no matter if you're light to tan to dark skin tones. And not just lip products, but also blushes and eyeshadow palettes that are perfectly pigmented to match your skin tone. Their brand can be purchased not only on their website, but also in Ulta, as well as Target, to name a few retailers. And last but not least, I want to shout out Exquisite Cosmetics. Did you know that Brandy Taylor, yes, the Brandy Taylor, whose podcast that this segment is featured on, has her own cosmetic line? And she did not ask me to do this, so surprise, Brandy. But there's no way I could shout out different products owned by Black women and not shout you out. So Brandy has her cosmetic line, XquisiteLooks Cosmetics, that features liquid lipsticks, lashes, and brow products, just to name a few. I actually have all the lip products today, as well as a set of her lashes. And I have to say, I know, and she's told me of like the work she put in on finding just that right color, shade, and texture for her liquid lipsticks, but it makes a difference when you have worked in the industry. because you know what the product should feel like, you know what it should look like, and you could tell she knows her stuff. This product does not move. It's comfortable. I've had it on for a few hours. I've been drinking with it on, and it hasn't budged. It doesn't get tight or crusty or anything like that. You know what I'm talking about. There's some liquid lipsticks, when you put them on, they just become super uncomfortable. And so Brandy's 14 years of experience in the beauty industry clearly shows with her product lines. So when you're thinking of supporting Black-owned businesses within the beauty industry, remember to also seek out those brands that are not in those large retailers as well, because we want to make sure we're pouring that support into our community, not just into those large retailers. Now, moving right on over to fashion, I want to highlight two Black-owned businesses. So one is Cise. I heard some people say Cise and Cise, so I'm going to put both of them out there just to cover my bases. But this is a Black-owned Los Angeles-based clothing line, and their idea, and this information can be found on their site as well, is that they want stronger threads for a stronger community. They started in 2010, and their goal was to create apparel and items that gave a voice to a society or a group of people that are typically ignored. And you might be familiar with them with the bags, the totes that say protect Black people. So they have apparel that say that, as well as leather bags. They come in different sizes. I've not had the opportunity to get one just yet myself. However, I've heard great things about them, the quality of the bags as well. So be sure to check them out. Not only are you supporting a great brand that's Black owned, but also putting out a message that needs to go out. The other brand that I want to highlight is a brand that's called Support Black Colleges. So this brand can be purchased on their website, supportblackcolleges.org. And it's a clothing line. And their mission is to uplift, inspire, and encourage others to support HBCUs. So if you didn't know, HBCU stands for Historically Black College and University. And so they have done just that. They're really known for their shirts as well as hoodies. And it really took off when celebrities such as Teyana Taylor, Missy Elliott, and Chris Paul, just to name a few, started wearing the brand. Each of the SBC team employs over 100 college ambassadors, and they give thousands of dollars in scholarships. So again, when we're thinking about showing support to our HBCUs, it can be done in many ways, by giving directly to the schools, but also supporting Black-owned businesses who continue to give back and pour back into those schools as well. So while I'm on the topic of HBCUs, I just want to say this. Going to a historically Black college and university is not a trend. I feel like it's gained more popularity over the last few years with everything that kind of came to light with the injustices, especially during the start of the pandemic, because everybody was home, people were paying attention more to things for whatever reason. So it's great that there is attention on these colleges and universities. You're seeing well-known athletes who are supporting these schools. And so that is great. And I just always say, especially being a graduate of an HBCU, the great Bethune-Cookman University, that I hope people realize that we're here to stay. These schools are here to stay. It's not a trend. And one thing I really liked was how I'm seeing some hosts on these sports channels showing more support and speaking up and out about the great things that are happening at these schools. Today, I saw some hosts mention how we should not treat HBCUs as the bottom line. We need to elevate our thought process about these colleges and universities and set the standard. Let that be the standard, not like an afterthought. Remember, you could give to your schools or to the schools directly, or there are different organizations that support it as well. So before I wrap up today, you know I got to give you a little chit chat. So, just broke the internet earlier this week, and me as well, for different reasons. If you haven't heard, you have had to be living under a rock. But Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are expecting a baby. Rihanna broke the internet when she dropped those images, those beautiful images of her showing her beautiful belly and her being pregnant and expecting her first child. Now, I know I wasn't the only one whose reaction was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I said, well, I guess we're not getting an album. I know, shame on me. Everybody's just been wanting that Rihanna album so bad, but I am extremely happy for her. I can't wait to see what this baby looks like. She looks amazing pregnant. So shout out to her for getting started on her beautiful little family. And I also want to mention the Janet Jackson documentary. So although this was technically end of January, we're back and it's February. I'm going to talk about it. So Janet Jackson had her documentary that aired 2 nights in a row. They were both 2 hours. And if you've not had the opportunity to see it, I highly suggest it, especially if you are a Janet Jackson fan. She really kind of gave some insight to the things she was experiencing, starting as a child in the music industry all the way up to now, even giving us a little information that we did not know about some of her relationships and things like that. So that was really interesting to see, and just her journey to get to where she is now. That is on Lifetime as well as A&E. So be sure to check that out. I see that they keep replaying it as well. So definitely worth giving it a check out. This is all I have for you for this episode of Midweek Beauty News. I will see you in a few weeks. Stay blessed.